Like, yo, like if it's your job, then do your job. Don't rely on me to do your job.
I've already did everything to get to the closing.
I got us to this point. Like, it's now your turn. Here's the baton. Hand off. Run. Hey everybody, I had the most interesting thing happen today while I was at a closing. And it was something that, I knew the answer to, but then how to explain it exactly to a client was a little bit complicated. And that was, how are you taking title? Are you taking in
tenants in common
or
rights to survivorship?
So I explained it like this briefly. I said to the clients, because the title agent asked me to explain it instead of her. I thought it was a title job, but you want me to explain? I explain, no problem. I said, one, you die, it goes to probate. The other one, you die, it goes to the other person that's on the thing. Jose, explain exactly what it is so that everybody out there knows that they don't have this situation. Because this is very important for you guys that either anybody is buying a house with more than one borrower.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to know the difference of what you're getting title into, right? And basically, it's two different things. So, tenants in common and rights to survivorship. Tenants in common, look at it as a piece of pie where everybody who's in the deed, on title, owns a piece of the pie, right?
Correct.
However much you divide it by. Well, when one person dies, in that essence, that pie is divided by all the heirs of that person that died, so the estate. And that person the other person still has a share. But in that point, in tenants in common, in order it's not an automatic transfer, right? The estate has to go to probate court and all that handles. And that could, if you're trying to sell the property at that point, that's going to take time,
Yeah, because the other person might not want to sell.
And the other person might not want to sell, exactly right. So things happen in that situation. That's tenants in common. Now, if you're doing rights to survivorship, it's an automatic transfer. However many people are on deed, they have the whole pie. It's one whole pie. So once that person dies, up until the last person dies, that person is the sole owner. So, and it's an automatic process. So like the difference between it is one is delayed, one is not. One has the whole pie where the other one has shares of the pie. Look at it that way. It's probably the easiest way of doing things. It just all depends. Every situation is different. Everybody wants things differently on deed. So it all depends. Just ask about that to your representative, right? How you want it done.
So like I would say, me giving my generic basic answer, one, it's going to go to probate. The other one is just going to fall onto the other person that's on the title.
Right.
So whichever way you guys are taking title, if you're married or you're not married, if you're boyfriend and girlfriend or mother and cousin or mother and brother or whatever the case may be, that's what you're looking for. Are we going to do this in rights to survivorship or joint tenants in common?
Right. And
now you guys know how to respond to that if you get asked this question. Because this is something that, again, us being in the industry, we dumb it down so that we know how to explain it amongst ourselves. But I thought it was very interesting when I'm in closing and the title girl is like, do you want to explain this to them? And I'm like, okay, I thought it was your job, but not a problem. One goes to probate, it goes to the next person. And then she was like, well, you got to explain a little bit more. Let me explain. It's like, well, why did you ask me to explain? Like, if you had an explanation, why didn't you just explain it? Why did you let me give the dumbed down version? And then now you want to jump in and throw your 2 cents.
Because she wanted to know the greatness of Pablo. That's why.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if it's your job, then do your job. Don't rely on me to do your job.
I've already did everything to get to the closing.
I got us to this point. Like, it's now your turn. Here's the baton. Hand off. Run. Anyways, so this is another episode of Lending Lounge. If you like what you see, if you like the information, if you have a question, Jose, tell them what to do.
Ask away.
What else?
Like the video.
Leave us a comment. Leave us an emoji. Make some traction. Give some noise. Let us know that you're watching these videos so that we get motivated to continue making them. And this is Pablo and Jose from the Lending Lounge,
where closings are made simple.